In my last video, I shared 3 winter mountaineering tips and asked viewers if they wanted to hear some more tips to let me know in the comments. People did that, so here I am. Tip number 1 relates to these things. No, they're not tea bags. These are those chemically air activated hand warmers that you open the packet, pop them in your gloves and they heat up. These are a great piece of kit. They pack out a lot of heat. That heat lasts for quite some time, and unlike those newer modern rechargeable ones, these are quite low profile and flexible, which means that you can get them inside the palm of your gloves and it doesn't really feel like they're there, or you can have them on the back of your hand, or like I do, I tend to alternate them throughout the day. So these are my preference in terms of hand warmers over those more modern plastic rigid rechargeable types. As I've mentioned, these very low profile, very lightweight, relatively cheap, and they pack out a lot of heat. There is a downside to them though, and that downside is that heat is not instantaneous. It takes some time for the chemical reaction that's in this thing to actually occur, for that heat to build up and reach an optimal level for you to clearly benefit from that. But there is something that you can do to make sure that once you are out on the hill, you are getting the maximum benefit from that heat as quickly as possible. And it's this: start that chemical reaction as early in the day as you possibly can. Rather than waiting till you get to your walk start point and opening the pack and taking this out and giving it a shake and then waiting for that heat to build up, which could take some time, what I tend to do is I leave this out on the kitchen table the night before I go out. Whilst I'm sat eating my breakfast, having a brew, getting ready for that day, I open the packet, I shake them up, place it into my jacket pocket, and all the time that I'm having my breakfast, faffing around the house, going to the toilet, driving to the location, faffing about getting kit on, all the time this chemical reaction has taken place and is taking place, and that heat builds up and builds up and builds up. So by the time you actually need this, at the point you leave the car park or start that first leg of your journey, it's got to its optimal heat, or it's getting close to that optimal heat, which means that when you really need the benefit of this, when you're out on the hills, you've got it from the word go, not 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour into your journey. So top tip, start the chemical reaction for these by opening them and exposing them to air as soon as you get up in the morning before you leave the house. This next tip could arguably be used at any time of the year, but I think it's particularly prevalent in the winter because of that age-old winter mountaineering of be bothered. Now, if you've not heard this mantra before, what it's getting at is the fact that in winter, when you are cold, when you just want to keep moving, when you want to keep sealed in your little cocoon, it's very easy to not be bothered to do really important things. It's easy to not be bothered to do regular nav checks. It's easy to not be bothered to put that extra layer on. It's easy to not be bothered to put a warm, dry pair of gloves on. It's easy to not be bothered to remember to stop and take fluids on board, to stop and take fuel on board in relation to food. It's easy to not be bothered to do those things, and that's where this next tip comes in. On my watch, which is a Garmin Garmin Forerunner 955, it's a running watch, but it's got a mountaineering profile on there. And what I've done is I've set up that whenever I activate that profile, in other words, whenever I'm out in the hills, I've set it up so that every 15 minutes, without me needing to remember to do anything or set anything or reset anything, every 15 minutes that watch beeps, it vibrates, and it flashes up a message: eat. Now, it means eat and drink, but it's that constant reminder for me to remember to eat and drink. It's easy to forget. It's easy to forget to take fluids on board. It's easy to forget to eat, and the fact that you need to be putting food in you now to be getting the benefit of the energy later on in that day, as you're coming off the hill, as you're ascending a route, anything like that. So that's just another simple tip that I've plugged into my watch. Now, You don't have to have a fancy watch to be able to do that. You could hopefully on your watch just set a recurring countdown timer for every 15, 30, 25 minutes, whatever you want it to be, so that when it beeps, that's your reminder to eat and to drink. It's that tap on the shoulder. It's your conscience speaking to you from behind the watch. I think one of the disadvantages of doing it using standard watch functionality is you're often using that functionality to measure pace or measure the timing of your legs and things like that. So there is the potential for one to get confused with the other. I don't know, it depends on your watch. But like I said, on my particular watch, a great benefit is the fact that I can have that recurring every time I activate the mountaineering profile when I'm out doing this sort of thing, and it does not in any way, shape or form interfere with my standard stopwatch or countdown functionality on the watch. So second tip there, set yourself a reminder in some way, shape or form to remind you to be bothered to take fluids and food on board regularly. If you've not yet seen that first winter tips video that I mentioned, it's coming up on the screen now. And if you have seen it, why not treat yourself and check out my back catalogue of videos, which is also appearing on the screen now. Cheers folks.